He'll take it, Randall back to throw. He'll throw towards the end zone, and that ball is caught. What a catch! Touchdown, Arizona! Amazing grab by Nate Phillips. He was blanketed by Booby Hobbs and still pulled it in.
You will never see a play that spectacular. What a throw by Randall. He put it on the outside shoulder.
Welcome to Wildcat Football Weekly, presented by Vantage West Credit Union, offering more banking choices, lower fees, and more personalized service. Visit VantageWest.org to learn why Arizona Wildcat fans deserve more.
Welcome to another edition of Wildcat Weekly with head coach Rich Rodriguez. We're getting set for the Territorial Cup on Saturday afternoon up in Tempe. More on that in a moment. Coach, great way to close out the home season. Senior night, everything that goes into it, and on top of that, a great football game and a win over a top 10 team.
Yeah, really happy for our seniors, really all the guys. It's been a long season, a lot of adversity, a lot of challenges, and I thought our guys had a good week of practice, and the crowd was into it. A double overtime win against a top 10 team home, really neat.
It almost was reminiscent of some of your wins last year, where your guys had that resilience to hang in there and play for 60 minutes, in this case even longer, and always they found ways to win. Did that?
It did. You know, it did a little bit, and that's the way we're got to be. You know, we got to keep battling, make just enough plays to stay in it, and try to win one at the end. And we did. We had some adversity in this game, certainly with some guys and injuries and things like that. But our guys always felt from the opening whistle that we had a chance, and I think that was a good lesson for our young guys.
Last two games now, your defense has done an excellent job putting pressure on the opposing quarterback. Where has that come from, and is that again going to be a key this week?
Well, it is going to be a key, and we've pressured more, we've blitzed more a little bit, and challenged our secondary because we had to. You know, we're not getting any healthier, so we can't rely on just a base 3-man or 4-man rush and getting pressure. So we've mixed things up a little bit. You got to be careful because you sometimes expose yourself to big plays, but we've limited the big plays, which has been a good thing, and we've been able to get more pressure on the quarterback. That's going to be a key in this game.
Okay, what does the Territorial Cup mean to you and to the U of A program? Well,
it's the biggest game of the year, without question, and I think we're going to talk about it all week. I want our guys to understand it, but they hear about it all year. The coaching staff hears about it all year, and it's one of the best rivalries in college sports, so we better be ready for it.
What about the game itself, X's and O's? What's an early look at it?
You know, they're going to bring a lot of pressure on defense. They challenge you a little bit offensively. They're a little bit like us. They'll spread you out. They'll go tempo at times. They got some really, really explosive offensive players and an experienced quarterback in Berkovici. So it's going to be a big challenge for us up on the road, but it's a game that I hope is easy to get our guys ready for as far as mentally and excited about, but at the same time we got to execute well.
All right, Cats and the Sun Devils, Saturday, 1:30 for the Territorial Cup, and more Wildcat Weekly right out.
At Vantage West, we know life moves fast. The morning grind, the power lunch, the dinner rush. We know banking is not about where we are, but where you need us to be. On the go, online, and in person. We know you want more from your bank. Someone you can trust. Someone offering more opportunity, more security, and more personal service. We are Vantage West, and you deserve more.
Welcome back to Wildcat Football Weekly. Online, on the go, or in person, Vantage West offers more banking choices, lower fees, and more personalized service.
Wildcat Weekly continues. We're joined by senior defensive lineman Jeff Worthy, getting set for the Territorial Cup coming up on Saturday afternoon in Tempe. Before we talk about that game, Jeff, congratulations. As a senior, what did that feel like to win your last home game in dramatic fashion?
It was great. It was exciting, and wouldn't want to go out any other way. Got a little emotional in the locker room, and it was a good way to go.
You know, I was talking to Coach Rodriguez about the last couple ball games. The defense has done an excellent job putting pressure on the opposing quarterback. Is that something that you guys schemed, or where do you see that coming from?
You know, Coach is just telling us, you know, when we're blitzing, we got to get there, because usually we leave those DBs all alone with receivers, and you know, when you're blitzing, you just got to get to the quarterback, get as much pressure as possible, and I think we've been doing our job that way.
That Territorial Cup is in Tucson right now, and you're going to play for it again on Saturday. What does this game mean to you?
This game means a lot. I mean, it's everything. This beating ASU that's a goal every year, just like it is getting to the Pac-12 championship. So, you know, I'm excited to go over there. And last year, I kind of didn't realize how important the game was my first year here. So, you know, it's definitely, I can see where the rivalry comes into play.
Okay, as much as this week there's that build-up for it, as you experienced last year, what's it like once you get out onto the field? Is it a different atmosphere than almost any other game?
It's way different than any game we're going to play this year, last year, any year. It's ASU week, you know. This is the game you want to play in when you come to Arizona. This is what you come in for.
Beyond that, now the team's bowl eligible. For a guy like you, does that hold a special place, knowing that you still get to put on the uniform again?
Yeah, one last time you get to put on the uniform and go somewhere fun with your teammates. You know, that's the best part.
All right. Are you going to wrap up school here pretty soon?
Yeah, I graduate in December 18th. So
looking forward to that too.
Yeah, excited. Right. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Jeff Worthy, our guest. That's Wildcat Weekly. We'll see you again here soon.
Thanks for watching Wildcat Football Weekly, presented by Vantage West Credit Union. Visit vantagewest.org to learn how you can get more personalized service, federally insured by NCUA.